Bum, 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 bum. In my life, in my life. Nope. In YouTube, right? Dun, 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 dun. Get some music for Valhalla. Ping. There you go. We have a wonderful, wonderful match. Everything is loading. Let's get some music and then start. Bum, 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 bum. It seems like we are live. Hello, everyone. Today is the day where we are gonna see Valhalla face TFA. Valhalla seems to already have 24, 28 people, and TFA with 22, so I'd say TFA is in quite a pickle here. Let's start a solo because that is where action usually is. Seems like Valhalla started strong, holding the free buildings. Chris flipped back. Quick win two. We'll see if they're gonna be able to keep it. That's what I said. How can I be wrong if you said and you corrected me saying the same thing that you said? I'm not listening to anything. It's your imagination. How you doing, Ripple R? Seems like Catzilla is being rallied at the moment here in Big 1. Stokikawa was holding, but currently it is Catzilla. Imagination. Seems like Tokyo was already burned as early. First time that I see a Valhalla player burning in the first 5 minutes. They got 30 against 30. Good thing the TFA pulled all our members in the last minute. Alright, seems like full control it is here. Tokugawa had full control. Vega is actually pushing right now after the rally. Seems like it took from Catzilla. This gives TFA the first bonuses for top building and might give to the bottom building, which are treatment 2 and treatment 1. This will put TFA at the slight advantage. See if VAL is gonna catch up. Zilla was able to rally. It seems like they also rally with no life or there in treatment 2, but was not enough to get to stop from the full control of both points, which means that VAL is behind in 12,000 points due to timing of those rallies. That being said, there's a lot of first control in place. It can push them very high into advantage later on. Seems like the TFA opted for getting helipad, which will give them an advantage in relocating. Usually, it's not a building that people tend to go to, but if it works for them, it works for them. It seems like Vega is fighting very fiercely for treatment center 1. This will put the fight in 5 minutes in a very interesting spot, as they do seem to have the power to push VAL back. As center is going to be extremely important, it is good to see that this is going to be an interesting fight. A lot of the matches were not as evenly matched in the beginning as this one, with one alliance pushing a little bit harder. Alright. Seems like that they got TFA to push and they ended up swapping the buildings here. Catzilla pushing back in 1 and Nas pushing back in 2. No problem, Oliver. Oh, you can't see the points. That's fair enough. Let me fix that. I apologize. There you go. Was the wrong source that I was using. One of the sources is slightly tinier than the other one. In 3 minutes, we are gonna get a really interesting happening in the match, which is center is gonna open, and all the dynamics between every single one of these is gonna change. Why, you ask? Well, some of the top players will have to move to the center, some of the players will have to spread, as well as the other utility buildings, and this will make sure that the fights that are happening here and that are more frequently do not have, in a sense, all of them at least, the same players that are going for here at the moment. Which is gonna make sure that some of the power that is in here are drained a little bit and added to the center. And this will happen in a few different moments of the match. In the 45-minute mark, it helps with this, it happens in the center, and 36, 26, and 16, it happens with every single water tank or sets of water tanks that show up in the match. It seems like VAL is starting to prepare by moving Tokugawa for the center to open. Hello, J-Cat. Say hi to God for me. And big hi to all Denmark as well, Miss B. How to say hi in Danish? Let us know in the chat. All right. Hey, it seems like Danes are everywhere. All right, Vega took the building back in the last 36 minutes, which is a very important moment for it to happen. As VAL has just started a rally with Catzilla here, it was very quick that rally started. But people will have to join fast as well while center is opening. What do you mean that with Vega is quiet, Sherrod? Well, Vega ended up moving to the center, which left this building unattended, and it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with the rally there. Vega just rushed in. I wonder if there are going to be enough reinforcements so all the solos bounce back. Few reinforcements joined in, so yes, that's probably what's going to happen. Also, Vega ended up ghosting himself. How do we know that? Well, Vega is raiding Vega. Seems like we have two rallies here at the moment. We have Tokugawa and Godzilla. They are going for munitions, and Dev Compound is going for VAL at the moment. Munitions doesn't tend to make a huge difference, but since this match is kinda evenly matched, can be a big thing here for this match. Enough to actually give some slight advantage that will make it worth it. Alright, Catzilla seems to have bounced. Let's see if the TFA is going to do the reinforcements. No, it did not. Apparently that was a single march, not an entire rally. Or maybe a few solos knocked them off. Hard to tell without being able to look at the battle reports. So Vega then teleported to their backs and is gonna try to burn a few players. Tokugawa then moved off, probably to reinforce some of the buildings to make sure that they are okay. Maybe to burn some other players. Guess we'll see. Let's see if we can find Tokugawa. Where? Oh, he's in munitions. He took munitions off. So now VAL got first occupation, which gives them back some of the points that they lost with first occupation of those buildings. As for those that were not here before, VAL lost the first occupation of Treatment 2 and Treatment 1. They got from Solar, however, and now it seems like they got Center. So if they get a Dev Compound, which it seems like they will, they should be even points. Slightly ahead, actually, but you get the drill. Vega is now sending a few singles to center against Godzilla. Vega was able to kick them off. So the rally with a few singles was able to kick them off. Or maybe the opposite. Never know. Please, developers, add the ability to see reports even if you can't see the stats. In 3 minutes, we'll have a few other more objectives to go through. We'll see what will happen. For Doomsday, that tend to be a problem, Jared. you need to have at least a few rally leads. Even if they're not as strong as your main rally, like by a decent margin, you need to have a few. Because there are so many objectives that you have to fight for that put all the strain in a single player tends to be very rough. This was a nice recovery from VAL. Only 5 seconds before it actually gave full control for TFA Vega there. Be safe, please. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? So, guys, we will be collecting winners, and I'll be giving one code for the stream. Yeah, and maybe they got like a bunch of of solos as well with the march. Seen so far, Cat sending a few solos before and after to make sure that they are. Plus, with all the monkeys and all the players that are strongest in with the right talents, that's probably gonna actually push him a little bit further to be able to do so. Timing your marches with your rallies, like Vega is doing right now, tends to be a very effective way to be able to make sure that you take whatever you have to, like building, whatever it is. Not only just in DD. So as I was saying, if you want to win, pick the winners. I think for an emote, I don't know the exact thing, but want to win an emote? Let's assume it's an emote. Don't know if it is an emote. Drop your IDs in chat. I'll get the first 10 IDs. Oh, but they're supposed to be random. Yes, and the streamer is not supposed to be lazy. Now let's open the map a little bit and see how the colors are gonna behave. Will VAL or TFA have a... Oh, it seems like TFA has a much better start in the water tanks. Kudos for TFA. See if they can keep them, but they're doing very well. They're fighting tooth and nail for every single water tank. That plus the pressure that they're giving here in the center. Very good match on TFA. Don't forget to drop your IDs for your emotes in the in-game or whatever. right. Let's check again. Seems like it's more evenly matched now with some advantage to TFA. TFA currently has 5. No, that that was my mistake. No, no. Seems like I was right. I predicted this. I predicted this. So we have 8 against 4. Now it's 9 against 4. But it seems like TFA is having a slight advantage in the water tanks, while VAL is having a slight advantage in buildings. TFA is responding very quickly, but VAL is also reacting fiercely with some of their players, like some really strong players, like Hunter and Utrecht, are moving into the water tanks to be able to not give any advantage in there. seems like definitely it is paying off in a sense, because even though they are a little bit behind VAL, they are being able to keep up with the pace. And what will happen later on, Oliver, is more water tanks are going to show up, and if they can keep up this pressure and be able to capture those, as VAL is holding most of the buildings for most of the match, this can have a very interesting 10 minutes in the end, as you said yourself. Center is also a very important, has a very important part to play in this, because center gives a lot of points per minute. So as they only have one rally lead available, as you mentioned all yourselves, what will end up happening in this case is that they are fighting for the building that they can while they're focusing the water tanks to try to garner as much points as they can to crawl back the advantage that they have from the points that they will have in the back. Now with more water tanks, let's see if their strategy pays out and they are able to push for points with the water tanks and some advantage there. I do agree that the last 10 minutes is going to be probably interesting in this match. It's going to be one of those nail-biting matches, maybe. We had one of those back in the stream before. It was a match that we got, and the difference was only 1,000 points. And what ended up happening is that one of the teams, casually the team that won, they crawled back and they went for every single water puddle, no matter how small it was. And that was what gave them the win. Seems that now that we have a little bit more water tanks, that VAL is pushing a little bit stronger. There are a lot of back and forth in a few regions, though. It seems like TFA is fighting tooth and nail for the ones that they can, but they probably don't have enough stats to do so, though. Hi, Michelle Rodriguez. Guys, don't forget that if you are enjoying the stream, to click like and subscribe to get notified more about the matches that we do in the streams, and to also let the developers know that you are interested in watching some of these matches. This makes sure for them to consider doing other matches from other events as well for you all. And the only trade-off for that, because it's free to like and subscribe, is that you get more SOS content in your feed due to how the algorithm works. So let's feed the algorithm old god with a like and a subscribe. Seems like Vega pushed Solar. They flipped it. I wonder if he's going to try to get full control here. We have a few people coming in to get some of the water puddles. Seems like at least at the moment that TFA is doing better in water puddles than VAL. But the difference in points is starting to become very big. Yeah, compared to some of the other matches, Dina Maria, for sure. How are you doing, Dina Maria? I see you back here. Yeah, they were ahead in tanks in the first batch of tanks, but now that there are more tanks available, it seems like they are either spreading too thin, or VAL was waiting for more tanks to come in to go full in their necks. Live in a sense of safe security, and then go in and kill all of them. Gia, Gina Maria. Do you speak Portuguese, or that was actually just because I speak Portuguese? Yeah, Oliver, 100%. That's my stomach grumbling. I don't know if you could hear. Didn't have breakfast yet. Hello, Archer. Archer, Archer. Hey, we have 69 players watching right now. Nice. You have flipping a lot of the water tanks here. Alright, don't forget to send your ID like not important in chat. Not important, learn the lesson, to not be the last one like last time. Remember, I get the 10 first, I don't get them randomly. I love how all it takes is the first person for them everyone else to do it. And I'm glad that you're in this time, not important, because last time you missed it and I felt bad about it. I had to make a joke because your name is so perfect for it. But hey, glad that you got it this time. Olha só, Gina Maria. Bom saber, bom saber. 9 da manhã pra assistir uma partida, porém, né? And Vega seems to be going to some of the buildings that are a little bit more on the outside. Considering that he's going for the first occupation points to try to get a little bit closer, that's valid. It might put them in a more delicate position because VAL is not going to take these buildings, and they are going to eventually flip these buildings. But it's still valid. Right now, TFA can need to get every point that they can get. We already had 10, so you can put the ID if you want. That actually helps the algorithm gods. But hey. Go tell your friends that I'm gonna drop a code. I'll drop a code whenever the first building out of the important ones gets popped, because we know that Vega has the ability to pop them. I'll drop the code in chat. I have the code ready, so it can happen at any time. So go tell your friends that are gonna have a code. These codes go wild and they go fast, so if they're not here, they're most likely gonna lose it. When I mean first building popped, I mean a building that have a lot of water, okay? So one of these 4 here, especially these 2. One of these 2. The first one of these 2 to be popped at any moment. $10,000 water. Yes, Queensley. Hey, I think it's a queen picture with a gun. That would be funny if it actually was it. Oh, Demdolak is pushing back on these as well. We're gonna have more water tanks soon. We have 10 seconds for the next set of water tanks. And we do have some water puddles in here. One thing you can say about TFA, their morale and their willpower is pretty on point. They are going for every single point they can. They're getting every water puddle that they can. They're fighting back in all positions that they can with the water tanks. Good job for them. Not gonna say anything. You're paying attention on chat, you're paying attention in chat. This is why you bring your friends here. And now that I gave 30 seconds or so of advantage, there is a code in chat. Get the code. Let me know in chat after you redeemed it. Let me know if you can't redeem it as well, which means that it's already gone. Nice puddles. Of course it works. If it doesn't work, means that you were too late. Vegas picture is actually a pretty cool one. It reminds me of an android of a post-apocalyptic world. Seen a few characters like that, either in media, literature, or games as well. I should be paying attention in chat out there. I gave a heads up of when it was gonna happen. You have one more treatment center. This is a VAL match to lose, I've never seen VAL lose a match. Let me say, I'm not saying that they won every single one of their matches, but I've never seen they throw away a match. So I'd say it's pretty much a VAL win for this one. The difference in points plus the number of water tanks and everything they're getting is too much to overcome. Vega has had a very few interesting strategies and interesting moves. It's just that him being the only rally that actually could put a dent in VAL was really hard. Seems like he's going for solar. I was looking for him. All right. Tell me in chat where are you all from? We saw that Dina Maria from Brazil. We have a few other people that are from Denmark in here. Show in chat where are you all from, so the developers also know. It's fun. Because we know who plays the game, but we don't know sometimes who watches the stream, right? Yeah, there may be that in the dashboard, but let me paddle my numbers a little bit. Right, Vega is finally going for water. It's processing one, not treatment one. Alright, seems they're gonna get full control and a few more points here. And there you go, 3,000 extra points. And kaboom! Look at all the water. That was bad RNG. Only one water puddle was closer to TFA members. Every other puddle dropped between like two VAL members. That was pretty much it. Now some of water tanks are gonna start to go away. Scatzilla also recovered treatment. Shoot! Oh my god, I'm so sore from the gym. GG VAL. The RNG for this one was a little better, although it was 50-50. And it seems like it's barbecue time! Yeah, tanks make a huge difference. Consider the amount of tanks that you get in total, it's an insane amount of points. It's 240 per tank. Six tanks each time, so 1,440 points. Considering that they're free sets of them. 4,300 points, something like that. Let me check. I think it was 4,300. Sorry for that. 4,300 and 4,320 points, maybe? No, 4,600. Yeah. 1,300. Yeah. It's too early for me to do math. I usually am good at math, but and doing that at 9 a.m. it kills anyone's brains. All right, last 5 minutes. Hope you guys were able to get the code earlier. I am getting your IDs to send to developers as well. It's the first time. Go. It's quite a decent match in terms of points. Usually VAL goes close to 500 or more. The fact that it was only 350 against 200,000, it's pretty good feat for TFA. I think it would be a lot better match if they had at least one more rally lead at the size of Vega. It is what it is, right? The developers pick 10 people per stream to give gifts to. I picked, each streamer does differently. I picked the first 10 after I say that I want the IDs. Some people pick randomly. If you were not able to get in this time, there will be another stream in 2 hours from now. You can get your ID in there and talk to the streamer when they pay attention whenever they're doing it. I think the gift is an emote. It's one of the emotes that you that's a little bit rarer to get on for chat. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I know people are afraid of giving the IDs of the accounts for people due to them being afraid of compromised accounts and many other things. But as far, yeah, those are gone for now. But for the next stream, go and get it. I'll be streaming again in YouTube in 6 hours from now. So you can come 6 hours from now and just drop your ID. If you're the first one, you'll get in for sure. And some people were a little bit afraid because of a compromised account. There had been cases of issues and stuff like that. As far as I know, those have been fixed, and it's kind of safe at least to handle things right now. Don't know if it is true, don't know if it is not, it's just what I heard. And I know that there is some people that say that, so it's good to address that in the stream. Right, final minute. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Put my status in do not disturb. No teams. Don't do that, teams. Right, anyway, it was fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be out. You can find me in my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel. If you want to chill out whenever I am streaming, drop those in chat for those that are in here. And I'll be out. Cheers, was nice streaming to all of you again. Bye-bye.